Hey everyone, today we're in the new and updated Star Pack. It's been a ton of changes. The whole strawberry system is updated. There's a lot of new strawberry pets. There's some role synergy pets. There's a lot of perk discount and then buff based on discounted food or perk. It's a lot of interesting stuff. If you're looking for all the updates, I highly suggest, I'm sure one of the big content creators are going to do that for Super Auto Pets. So go check that out. I have a very interesting start that's, I assume, is going to be different than what a lot of people are doing in the beginning. It's different from a lot of the teams I'm facing. And as you saw in the thumbnail, it's utilizing the Starfish to do a massive pivot and seeing if we can basically use it to pivot and win the game. I determined that the system I was using that we're building up to, it basically is going to run out of Starfish value. So I thought the best thing to do is pivot off the Starfish. So if you don't know the new and updated Starfish, let's take a look real quick, just because that's the whole name of the game right now. Level 3 friends sold. Give friends +1 attack, +1 health, triple if they have at least 10 attack. So I know there's going to be meta versions of using the Starfish, including in the custom pack. It's going to go crazy. I know it is. But I wanted to at least get some value out of it. And if you see what we have building up, we have a couple cell pets, the Pillbug, the Kiwi. Pillbug, now when you sell, it stocks pills, and the Kiwi, it just gives attack when it's hurt and sell. And then we're building an anteater up too. So we can either feint the anteater with our pills and get some level 3 ants. And yeah, it can do that level 1, 2, or 3. So the fish I froze there, when you sell it, it gives 1 experience to a level 2 cell pet. So it will give 1 experience to this Kiwi, and we'll see that. A lot of things happening. I'm going to try to explain them probably like in between and whatnot, just to keep the flow going. I know there's going to be a lot of videos and whatnot, pausing and going back and forth. We're just going to pause on the stuff that's necessary. Keep it flowing. And I will probably be one of the first ones to go watch the big content creators' videos on the new pack. I can't wait to see what they do and kind of what the meta shakes out to be and what special teams you can get going. So we brought in the platypus as well. So obviously when we sell that, it's going to summon 3/3 ducks and beavers. In order to get this working with the Starfish though, we have to push it level 3. That's going to be very difficult, and I've actually never had a level 3 platypus before. So early level up into it. Now it's on. I see a Mantis and I'm like, oh, that would give us the feint, but we have the pill bugs. Roll by a ton of Mantis, which is fine. It's not a Mantis game. And the team is pretty good. That was our first life lost. We were on a really good pace there. Guess you could say flawless pace at that point, but it's still so early. So I don't really know what to do, because when we basically start selling, I'm going to have to sell this Kiwi soon. I can throw the strawberry on the Starfish so it gets the buff, but then my Starfish is going to buff stuff I don't want. So we level up into Ibex. Enemy hurt or pushed, remove health from it. So it's like a skunk ability. So that's just really good utility. I think you can use Ibex with any kind of team you have. Just throw it towards the back of your team. You're going to get value from it at some point. So it's kind of perfect. Throw it in. Oh, that's funny, the guitar sound. I know my game volume's pretty low, but it's the first time I noticed it. And we're just hoping our summons can kind of carry us. And summons with the Ibex is a good combo. If they had a huge unit up front, we'd get immediate Ibex value, and the rest of our summons could probably chip through the rest of the team. So yeah, the goal is to push the platypus, and we have 2 pills. See a blobfish. I figure we need 1 pill for an anteater. The other pill we can use on a blobfish. So bring it in. Because the pill costs 0 gold, I just decided to use it and bring in something that's going to help us. We just need something that's going to help us survive. Those octopi are scary. The stats from the ants are huge though. All the stats. It's great. Find another blobfish, decide, let's bring it in and roll and see what we get. And yeah, if we pill the blobfish, we don't have a pill for the anteater. And the blobfish can guarantee our level 3 platypus. And we have a starfish sitting here. If we can somehow get starfish level 2 before making this big pivot, that would kind of maximize the value of the starfish. And if we pivot in a strategic way, it's going to be an awkward pivot still, but we can make it work. I mean, the team doesn't have much direction right now. We've just been investing in stuff all game, so we have no choice. We're starting to lose lives. We only need 3 wins. So, stack the starfish. We need a starfish level, and we immediately get it. I don't know how many rolls I would have gone before doing something. I probably would have ended up pilling the blobfish on the starfish, bringing the mantis in, trying to do something. But yeah, freeze the orca because we don't know quite what we're gonna do here. But after about 4 minutes of thinking, I figured out, all right, it's on. Let's get level 3 platypus. Let's sell. First round of buffs. So our Ibex is 12-7. The Ibex is the only thing that benefited that. So we gave the Ibex a 2-2 buff. We sell the duck, we give the Ibex 2-2 buff, and I think we give the Mantis 3 health. So the Mantis comes in, we sell the platypus, or we sell the level 3 beaver. So that is 6-6 on Ibex, 2-2 on Mantis from the starfish. Just take our Ibex and figured, you know what, this is a great combo for next turn. I thought about putting Okapi in, but that hot dog was sitting there. We're going to feint our level 2 24-19 anteater. So the play would probably be keep anteater, put something else in, like try to find more anteaters, right? And just ride this team out because we won kind of convincingly. But I'm not satisfied because we're Mantis gaming now. I said it wasn't a Mantis game. I should have said yet, because we've gotten 8-8 and 4-4, and now we've gotten 10-10 from the starfish on our Ibex. We've gotten 6-6 from the starfish on our Mantis, and we got 2-2 on our Spino. And later starfish, with this alpaca, we can perfectly pivot to a level 2 Spino, buy the hot dog, perfect hits, buy the whatever food that was for health, and we have the perfect pivot into the meta Mantis team. And we have 2 big units already, and it's turn 12. And level 2 Spino, turn 12. So we feel super strong. They have a Spino team as well, but we're just stronger. Barely. Barely. So yeah, this felt great. When I was able, I know I've hammered Mantis to the ground, but it's the new star pack. Did a little bit of Mantis gaming, but this was an unintended Mantis, and it all kind of worked out. We needed the feints, and now we're kind of stuck with it. So the Nessie actually we got from the Orca got hit by the Stego buff. So I decided, you know what? We're gonna be rolling a lot to just look for stuff we need, like peppers and whatnot. We need equipment. So Nessie's here to stay. And yeah, Star Pack day 1 update. It's probably my 3rd win total. This is my first like really satisfying win. we get a Nessie. So we win with a unicorn pack pet. We win with our favorite pet. We used the token pet of the pack for a massive pivot. And we're using what I believe is one of the strongest pets in this pack, the Ibex. And we got it huge. So let's just get some health on stuff. Take whatever. We did lose that last round. So I am super nervous at this point. I'm like, this team should win, right? Like, and even if it doesn't, we're getting a lot stronger. These buffs are insane. But, oh no. Look at that. That woodpecker. Oh no. Good pepper value, but yeah. We can't match up to that. I didn't say I was building the most meta team. I just said I was doing a crazy pivot. We gotta win with it now. So yeah, just a bunch of stat food, took a cheese, and we prayed to the sap gods. And oh no, they got a big boy in the front, but he doesn't have a lot of attack. And the Velociraptor keeps replacing equipment that the real Velociraptor keeps replacing equipment that the Velociraptor's taking. It's a fantastic synergy they have going. You see that buff going out. And look at this. Triceratops got the pepper back. My mind was blown at this. I was looking at the pepper and looking at that real Velociraptor. I just didn't have any opportunities yet to put it together. But what a team this guy has. What a team. And then he's got a reindeer, level 2. He's just like, yeah, I'll just get 2 melons, no big deal. If he had triggers on this real Velociraptor still, he would have gotten melons, right? Good thing for us. We got a big Ibex. And it's over. That's how we do it. Starfish, token pet, pivoting. I know there's a lot better ways to do it, but my first thought when I saw that Starfish was you just use it with a Mantis team, and then you just look for anteaters, put in anteaters, let the Mantis kill it, sell the level 3 ant, it passively buffs your team. If you get something like a Spino and then an Ibex for the utility on your team as well, you should be able to get a very strong Mantis team. So I think this new update has more potential for Mantis teams. I'm going to attempt to wait a while before posting a big Mantis video with this pack. I want to do other stuff first, and I'll just backlog any fun Mantis games I have. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for the Mantis here. Let me know what you think. Alright, super fun bonus clip here. I'm going to explain kind of the pets of the synergy, and then we'll just roll into it. It's turn 8, 3 wins, 2 hearts. The tuna, when it faints, it gives stats back to a random friend based on how many times it was hurt. So it's not the strongest, but if you have high health, it's pretty good. And I have a donkey in here that's the same thing, but I put the seaweed on it. So my thought is we can get the donkey activations on the first 2 pets that faint and our team, keep the middle donkey. He turns into the sea urchin, reduces the health of the pets, and then our backline can clean it up. And we actually have the new koala going, which when a friend's hurt, it'll give them eucalyptus, which they take 4 less damage. And yeah, that kind of works perfect with the tuna. If you figure the eucalyptus tuna, we'll see it in action eventually. This turn, we actually get the team basically built up. I'm going to get it running super fast soon, but we get the Triceratops on the team. Turn 8, 3 wins, 2 hearts. Because as soon as we get the Triceratops on the team, we are rolling. And did you see that interaction right there? And did you see those stats right there? I saw it. Barely. And yeah, luckily we got stats. I think we did a frog swap on this koala pretty early. And we just super high rolled into them. So why not? And see this leech here? I figure, yeah, that's pretty nice. Getting a level 2 Triceratops on turn 9. So if you see the eucalyptus going on, I'll slow down some of the battles coming up in a bit. The koala is kind of carrying us right now. So I was rolling for this donkey level up to get the clownfish buff, just like that, before I sold clownfish. I saw the chocolate, I was like, should I go for tuna? But this is a 6/6 every turn. So at this point, I'm like, all right, we're good. It hits the leech immediately, which is fine. And we get the permanent eucalyptus. So I think that's the first time I've really seen the icon there. And if you see, we get hurt and we get the eucalyptus back. So it's like, it's kind of like the seagull, like if you go like seagull melon or something like that, where the seagull just keeps, or seagull mushroom, obviously, that's a really popular one. This just immediately started working out, and since we brought the Triceratops in, I don't think we've lost a round. And turn 11, level 3 Triceratops. And we know the deal with leech Triceratops, right? But when you consider this whole team I have built here, I left this tuna here because if he starts getting hit by the Triceratops, it's pretty much game over. I mean, that tuna is just going to pop off after that. And unfortunately, we get eggplanted or dogged or whatever it was, but we still get the koala trigger and the donkey on the Triceratops. I thought about going Triceratops like second position because of the donkey, but nah, this works out fine. The team's been working out great. It doesn't even look like we're going to need the tuna. Maybe a hit. Our koala is 41-38 right now. This team, I mean, we were on a great tempo, but once we got this set up and the permanent scaling as well, it was just game over. So get the popcorn on the koala just in case. At this point, I'm like, yeah, this should just win out. We're just going to tempo it, get equipment. Eucalyptus gets replaced every single turn. And it's glorious. Replaced. 3 triggers, 4 triggers. Our leech is 35-40. 44-41. You can't match up to this on turn 12. And this is what I noticed with a lot of teams I'd run into with builds I was doing. I was trying to figure things out, and then I just run into Goliaths. And it's like, I wasn't trying to go for this at all. Obviously, I high rolled into the Triceratops and then pivoted to Leech, and that was kind of the thing that sold it. But having this whole setup before that just made it. And yeah, it's an incredible team. Take the pepper on the Leech. We need attack, so take hot dogs. And I figured the Triceratops was not going to get the in-battle triggers too much, but people had summons up front and whatnot. And even if it got one shot, at this point, it's probably fine. But you see, it's the perfect survive the snipe. We get to 50 health on the Leech. We're just mowing through the team. It's not even a challenge. Don't even need big tuna. I was hoping for big tuna. I'm waiting for someone to do the Jim from The Office special. They have a 50-50. We get some eucalyptus on our Leech that I always call a snake. I always called this a snake in the past when I first started playing this game. Oh, that's a crucial tuna right there. Donkey tuna. 23 attack, so we get the trigger. We didn't really need the sea urchin, but yeah, this game was incredible. So much fun. I have a couple more bonus clips from my first day in the star pack. Let's just roll into them. Do you notice something in particular on our team? That's right. We found a sloth. This is probably game number 6 or 7. I had a Mantis going, but that's about it on the team. Mantis and tuna. I was enthralled by this tuna. A lot of people were running it, I think because it was broken in the test server, and a lot of the videos that came out showed how strong and broken it was. But now you gotta invest a lot for it to be strong. So yeah, we bring in the sloth. I'm only gonna show a couple battles of this. So we bring in the sloth and we don't do much with it for a while. We just kind of let our Mantis go. We're trying to level and invest in our tuna. And we have the level 2, I forget what this is called, but we'll check. It's basically like a melon at this point. It makes strawberries like melons. They absorb 20 damage. So this is an insane pet. I absolutely love it. And yeah, we get down to 1 heart down here. Our Mantis is almost a 50-50. We invested in a level 2 Sloth. The tuna's long gone. We have a level 2 Spino, and the Sparrow is the ultimate like strawberry melon. So my hope was that I could survive a couple rounds with this level 2 Spino. Hopefully I'll get buffs on my other units, and these strawberries, the equipment, can help carry me to the promised land. So super desperate at this point. Don't really want to spend money on buying units here, so finding the Orca's perfect. I figure if we do survive, maybe the level 3 Spino can take us over. I don't know if I've been calling Spino Stego. I do that sometimes, but I love me Stegos, and I love me Spinos. So yeah, more Mantis gaming, but this time we're trying to get a Sloth, and I was getting super greedy. Not only, I felt like I could win with the Sloth pretty decently. Like, this team was strong. So I was like, I'm looking out a little bit for, right, I already got a level 2. It's like, getting a level 3 Sloth would be cool, but level 3 Spino, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Absolutely. So we go into battle, and they have a level 2 Piranha, and they have that tier 1 snipe unit, so they get a ton of attack. Unfortunately, the sea urchin just kills our huge unit, and they have a big unit right behind it. So they just mow through us after that. But we get the draw. I was so nervous at this point. So nervous. Our Mantis is pretty much 50-50. Good thing the Spino did not hit it. Did that food I tossed hit the Mantis? Thought it wasn't supposed to. I wasn't paying attention. So now we just pray. And they got the octopus dude. But we have 1 health left, so it's a perfect trade. And great. Oh, walrus. Peanuts. It's the Peanut Weekly. Nuts. Nuts. Sorry. I'm done with my spasm. So, the Ammonite. This pet is so intriguing to use with the Mantis, especially when you have a 50-50 Mantis like I do up front. I really wanted to get a draw or this game to keep going, because if you see what this would do when the Mantis faints it, our Mantis would turn into a mimic octopus. So I wanted to do that so bad. And in battle, it turns our Sloth into an octopus. So I figured, this is absolutely incredible. It serves as a Conpito in a sense. I got greedy. I was like, let's just try to get Sloth 3. If we draw, we'll have an octopus. We can just put something in the back of our team, or like a summon unit in the middle to help our Spino. And we get the octopus, and he's huge. 4 damage to the 2 least healthy enemies. Oh, this is great. Kill their... Oh, and we get more triggers from their summons. We need to kill their Spino, though. Oh, we killed the Spino. Oh, they got 3 summons from the Orca. Oh, the melon. No. So yeah, it was a big bummer. Future video, the Mantis video will certainly be doing the Mantis, fainting the Ammonite once he's 50-50, getting the octopus 100%. So a couple more bonus clips. Let's check them out. Here's a meta bonus clip for you. If you see what's going on and you paid attention to the Ammonite last turn, we're going to get 3 Ammonites, hopefully. Yeah, super fun team. Obviously, I was doing Leech Triceratops again. Thought about making my own video on this, but I don't want to make whole videos on Leech Triceratops multiple times, even though I'm having an achievement run of a new pet. And yeah, we get 2 fatty octopus, and he just mows over their team. It's just perfect. Super fun, super fun. More bonus. Here we go. Another bonus, I wanted to show off the ostrich. When you roll, you have to roll and freeze tier 6s, and as soon as you get 4 of them in the shop, it'll unfreeze them, roll the shop, and then give buffs out to your team. So it will not touch the food shop, so the item shop is safe. And you'll see that here. I wanted to show this as an example, even though, yes, it's another Mantis Sparrow Strawberry team. Of course, I was hammering this to the ground. I was trying to get the Ammonite thing going. This would have been a perfect Ammonite if I rolled into it. I thought about spam rolling, but then on the 1 life, I was thinking, let's try to get the Ostrich and show the Ostrich off. So you see it there. The buffs go out. It unfreezes. And yeah, we get 2 more in the shop right away. So just freeze those and try to get it rolling for next turn. So I think certainly a 5-of-a-kind Ostrich is on the table, or an Ostrich with money generation team, Ostrich with Yeti. Ostrich Yeti, oh my gosh, that's going to go crazy in custom pack. I need to get to custom packs right away and make everybody super disappointed. Oh man. So here we go. We're going to roll a bunch. Take the anteater. There it is. Buffs. And 3 tier 6s. Roll. We got another tier 6. Buffs go out. And perfect. Just use the hot dog. So crazy amount of stats. That was 6/6 to each one of our units, or I guess 6 ticks to each one of these units. So even though we have a Mantis team, the level 2 Ostrich is just incredible. If you have any sort of money generation or roll technology on your team, hamsters and whatnot, if you can invest in a team, pivot to an Ostrich, get it level 2, fill your team up with strong units with like maybe 2 Ostriches, 1 hamster, and then 2 really strong units, and just scale to the moon. That would be super fun to try to pivot to that and make it work. But anyway, 1 more bonus clip, then we'll wrap up day 1 of Star Pack Update. All right, last bonus here because we wanted to show off the Fairy Armadillo. Hurt 2 times, if still standing, gain permanent 6 health. This is a level 2. Level 1, gain permanent 3 health. So what I've been doing here is I've invested in this Fairy Armadillo for a long time, and then I brought this one in separately. And I happened to find a bunch of shoe bills on turn 9 and 10, and I had some strawberries going already, but I didn't really have many ways to generate strawberries. So I've just kind of been praying that I've been rolling into them. I have gotten lucky, and luckily there's a strawberry jam. So the strawberry jam is just a 1 gold strawberry. It just comes later and it's discounted. And yeah, I figure I need to pivot this team to something other than, I can't just rely on the shoe bill. So I had the alpaca, the ostrich showed up. We just saw the power of the ostrich. Figured let's just pivot to it. These guys are already pretty strong. There's 1 hit, there's 2 hits. He got the health, transformed, but he gets that health permanently. So it's great. 1 hit, 2 hits, he gets that health permanently. So it's a great form of scaling. I've ran these pets. A lot of people are running these pets initially because they're just very strong, very good tempo. They scale themselves as long as you can get them strong in the beginning. And you just spam a bunch of broccolis on them. That's all you do in the beginning. And eventually you can lollipop them. And that was kind of my plan with these. There's a lot of strong units in the shop, but I saw this other fairy armadillo here, and I really wanted to utilize the alpaca trigger. And I figure shoe bill requires me rolling into strawberries. Let's get guaranteed scaling. And if this team can take off, it would be incredible. And what better way to get it going than to go triple fairy armadillo. Please roll into a tier 6. Please. There we go. And you see the chocolate stayed there. So it's great. That's a great job by Teamwood thinking things out. And look at this. We get 4 tier 6s. And because we didn't roll into them, we need to actually roll to get the trigger. So it's pretty unfortunate. We have 0 gold left. Honestly, where I'm at in this game, probably should have just sold something and rolled to get the stats, because it's a lot of stats. Sorry. Yeah, it would have been plus 3/3 stats to both these guys. But we greed in these games. These are going to be favorable trades. That melon hurts. And yeah, we just pivoted everything away, so it fizzled out. So quite unfortunate, but Fairy Armadillo has a lot of potential. Ostrich, I think, is going to be the strongest scaler in this pack, bar none. So yeah, can't wait to see some super fun pivot to all tier 5s and 6s using ostrich scaling. Get those Ibexes in there. It'd be a ton of fun. Anyway, let me know what you think of the star pack. I was pretty devastated at some of the changes, but after playing in the pack a bit, just like every pack, they put all the toy updates in the puppy pack. I was super devastated. I love the puppy pack now. It's so much fun. So I love this game. I love this pack. I love this update. Let me know what you think. Have a fantastic day. Catch you in the next one.